Today we're going to talk about mango tree farming. Mango comes from the family of Anacardiaceae. It can grow to the height of 45 meters and mango is believed to be originated from India or Myanmar. The environmental conditions mango tree grows best in tropical or subtropical climates. The tree grows optimally in a temperature of 24 to 27 degrees Celsius. Tree also grow well in sand, gravel and limestone soil. The optimum soil pH is between 5.5 and 7.5. Tree should be positioned in full sunlight for optimal fruit production. For the propagation method, firstly from seeds. Mango seeds are commonly used to produce rootstock or in the production of new cultivars. Seeds can be polyembryonic or monoembryonic. Monoembryonic mango varieties are usually vegetatively propagated by grafting onto polyembryonic rootstocks. Monoembryonic seeds should be planted to a depth of 1 to 2 cm in 1 to 5 gallon pots containing a well-draining potting soil. Polyembryonic seeds are usually planted in beds to allow space for the multiple seedlings. Secondly, vegetative propagation. Desirable mango varieties can be vegetatively propagated by budding and grafting. Twigs for propagation are best collected from healthy mature trees when the trees are beginning a growth flush but when most of the terminal are still dormant. The twigs for propagation quickly lose their viability, so it is important to keep them moist and cool after cutting and make the grafts immediately. The twigs should be of the same girth as the rootstock wood onto which it will be grafted and at least be the thickness of a pencil to support the cuts. Thirdly, transplanting. Transplanting mango trees are usually planted out in the field when they are approximately 12 months old. The seedlings should reach a height of at least 1 meter. If no irrigation is available, then they should be planted at the beginning of the wet season. Planting holes should be at least 60 meter in width and 60 meter in height, accommodate the root of the tree. Fertilizer should not be added to the planting hole at the time of planting as it can burn the sensitive roots. Tree spacing depends on the varieties being grown but is generally between 10 to 18 centimeters.
Continue of the presentation, Mani is basing on how to plant the mango tree in the farm. So which graph the seedlings with strong rootstock and high yields at scion. Choose grafted seedling with high qualities, high yields, no signs and symptoms of pest and disease, and make sure the plant is upright. Place seedlings at shaded area for 6 to 8 weeks before transplanting. Place the seedling at the center of the hole along with the soil in polybag. Graft union must be above the ground level. Irrigate immediately after transplanting. Provide some shade for the young mango trees and stack the tree for support. For the pruning process, we have the pruning means eliminate low-sized shoots, heading back shoots to promote more desirability and stronger framework of the tree plant. Main stem of 1 meter tall and any branches below 1 meter is removed. Side branches are encouraged. Remove dead branches, allow sunlight pass through canopy to reach the soil. Remove branches with pests and disease. For disease management, we have powdery mildew Odium mangifera. It is a fungus type disease. For the signs and symptoms, plants dusted with flaws, circular powdery white spots on leaves, stems, fruits, young foliage turn yellow and dry out. Leaf twists break or disfigured. For the management of the disease is remove and destroy infected plant parts, spray fungicides interval 12 to 15 days. For another disease, we have mango anthracnose glomerula cingulata. It is a fungus type disease. The signs and symptoms of the disease is irregular necrotic black spot on both leaf surface and leaf margins. Leaf curl when infected severely. Lesions develop primarily on young shoots, tissues and conidia. For the disease management is field sanitation involves collection and incineration of fallen fruits and tree waste. Wrap fruit to protect it from the disease. Spray 2 sprays of Bavistine 0.1% fortnightly. For the pest management, we have mango hoppers, Idioscorpus clypelis. Insect is an insect type pest. The sign and symptom of the pest is inflorescence extremely external feeding, abnormal forms of leaves, develop honeydew or sooty mold, suck phloem set from the inflorescence and leaves, floret turn brown and dries up, fruit setting affected. For the disease management is use resistant cultivar, spray 2 spray of carbaryl 0.15%, monocrotophos 0.04% or phosphamidan 0.05% at penicillin emergency and at the pea-sized fruits. For the pest management of mealybugs, Rastococcus cereoides is also an insect type pest. It produces droppings which make leaves black and sticky. To manage them, brush off or crush mealybugs or blast bugs off the tree with strong stream of water in early stages of infestation. Spray 2 spray of monocrotophos 0.04% at 2 weeks interval. For the farm management, we have fertilizer application. The recommended fertilizer mixing for non-bearing mango trees have a higher nitrogen content than recommended for bearing trees. Department of Agriculture recommended 16-20-12 mixtures for dry and intermediate zones and 12-14-14 for wet zones. Fertilizer can be placed as a band spread approximately 30 cm from the base of the plants and should be incorporated to the soil mechanically without severely disturbing the roots. Irrigation is necessary after, especially nitrogen if urea is used in the fertilizer mixture. Weed control. Use the cultivation tools are not recommended as it is disturb the soil and damage active roots. Use systematic herbicides and a heavy amount may satisfy to control the weeds without disturbing the roots. If weeds are dry up, mow the weeds before a rain and apply chemicals when weeds are in active growth stage to maximize the efficiency of chemicals and for effective weed controls. Care should be taken to avoid direct contact of chemical with green tissue of plants. For harvesting, we have method of harvesting: hand picking for small trees. For large tall trees, picking poles are required. Oftentimes, harvesters climb the tree, collect fruits, and when picking poles, placed in bamboo basket and lowered down. For sorting and grading, sort mango based on marketing quality, no defects and no marketable which have defects. Classify marketable to size small, medium and large using a balance. For ripening, is accelerated ripening with CARBD is done to maximize problem of disease. It would be much better to simplify subject to fruits to HWT 52 to 55 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, followed by hydro cooling and air drying before packing. Place liners such as neoprene inside the containers to help conserve some of the heat, which can accelerate ripening. With CARBD, fruits ripen for 4 to 5 days for application. However, CARBD must never to be used force immature fruits to ripen. Although yellowing is improved by CARBD, the quality of pulp is inferior. For storage, low temperature storage effectively extends the shelf life of mango. However, chilling injuries is a problem which can be encountered at the below 12.5 degrees Celsius. Post-harvest heat treatment usually increases the sensitivity of mangoes to chilling injuries at low temperature. For farms in Malaysia, risk or uncertainty about this farm, we have Harum Manis Mango Farm. It is one of the cultivars introduced in Malaysia. The main cultivation area is in Bukit Bintang, Paya Kelubi, and Chuping, all in Perlis. The risk of the farmers face is extreme weather of El Nino and the extremely hot weather. This can decrease the yield of the mango fruits. Flowers of the Harum Manis drop prematurely from the mango tree. Thank you very much. That's all.